Seoul is home to numerous museums that preserve the Korean history. And Seodaemun Prison History Museum is one of it, with its special notions on transforming the dark past of prison into an education site for Korean younger generation. It was created to honor those who suffered and gave up their lives for Korea during the Japanese occupation. The prison was built in 1907 by the Japanese administration and was opened on October 21, 1908 under the name of Gyeongseong Prison. When opened, the prison covered 1,600 square meters and was designed to house about 500 prisoners. At the height of the anti-Japanese movement around March 1919, the prison hosted up to 3,000 people. And by the 1930s, the prison was expanded approximately 30 times due to the increase of incarcerated Korean independence activists. 80 years later, the prison was turned into Seodaemun Independence Park on August 15, 1992 to commemorate the Korean patriots who were tortured in prison, giving their lives for freedom. Of the many buildings, only 7 were preserved for their historical significance, among which 3 prison buildings and the execution site were designated as a historic site. We also tried to experience the narrow room torture, where the prisoners will be locked in a very small space and only provided a little window to breathe and no room to move at all. The complex still preserved the wooden building that was previously used as an execution hall. After being executed, the prisoner's body would be disposed through a secret tunnel known as the corpse removal exit.
This corpse removal exit is a secret tunnel used by the Japanese to discreetly dispose of activists after being executed at the nearby execution building. It was here where the dead bodies of independent activists were disposed of. Japanese imperialists used this tunnel to conceal their activities, and this tunnel was discovered in 1992.
For visitors from other countries, the museum brings perspective and experiences on how Korean people struggled for their independence. As in for the group of Malaysian students who currently taking their exchange semesters in South Korean universities.
The attracting spot, I would say the solitary confinement. I find it because it's my first time seeing it in real life. Never thought that it would be that small. So being able to experience it myself, wow, I think it was pretty scary. Yeah. And then also the part where they show a lot of torture, the types of torture. Oh yeah, that part. I didn't know it was gonna be that. I don't know. It was kind of emotional to see that, to be able to just imagine how they went through all that. Yeah, that part would be the most interesting part for me.
In my opinion, I feel it is the section with all the torture devices because, well, I have never seen an actual torture device before in real life. And this prison, well, it captures how much the Korean people suffered when they were fighting for independence under the Japanese rule, and to see all the pain and suffering that they've gone through these brutal torture devices was just a bit heartbreaking to see, honestly. So I must know how much it means for the Koreans when they got independence from the Japanese, and I feel that was the part that just captures what this prison is all about.
The museum is open every day and is closed every Monday. And this is a great place to visit in Seoul to learn how Korean can achieve independence and democracy despite such a history of suffering through the sacrificial and martyrdom of Korean independence fighters. See Today contributor reporting from Seoul, South Korea.